reasons for you to live in me. Who am I that you are mindful of me? You are my father, and I am your son, yeah. Redeemer, you are more than able to satisfy me. Redeemer, you are my portion, you are everything to me. It beats my imagination that a God like you would crucify your only son for me. You pay the ultimate price with your life to bring me back to the Father. You put a shame to the face of Lucifer. Your love for me, Lord, is unimaginable. Nothing in the heavens, nothing in the earth can ever divide us, no. I will never ever let you go. Lord Jesus, right here, right now, you are my God. Redeemer, you are more than able to satisfy me. Redeemer, you are my portion, you are everything to me. Redeemer, woo! You are more than able to satisfy me. Yes, Redeemer, you are mine. Yes, you mean everything to me. When I thought all hope was lost, you reached out for me. You made me soar on eagle's wings, next to the Most High God. In your temple will I remain for the rest of my life.
Redeemer, you are more than able to satisfy me.
Lord.
Redeemer, you are my portion, you are everything to me.
Redeemer, you are more than able to satisfy me.
You're still listening to Radio Global, and you know we redefine your radio experience. Yes, it is another wonderful time, another beautiful time on Talk to Me. And you know, on Talk to Me, Mrs. Tini Oye usually comes on the program and talks to us about various issues. Well, today when I come back from this break, I'm going to be telling you my topic for today. Well, it's something that is going to interest you, and I hope you do be a part of the program today. My name is Yvonne Richards. Stick around.
When Jesus said yes, nobody can say no. When Jesus said yes, nobody can say no. I'm not worried about a thing.
Yes, I hope you enjoyed that song. And almost coming from Michelle Williams featuring Beyonce and Cameron, and they're saying say yes. So, which one are you saying yes to? That you're an emotional person or you are a rational person? Well, I know some persons will tell you that that's just the way God created me now. God created me like this now. To always be an emotional person. Well, seriously, I must tell you, some certain people are saying that they would want to be rational people. Well, a big welcome to the program Talk to Me, right here on Radio Global. Well, we're still expecting, you know who I'm talking about. Mrs. Tini Oye, she'll soon be right here with us in the studio. But before then, I have a whole lot of people in the house who will be talking about and we'll be giving their own candid opinions concerning this. There's Ibrahim, there's Jerry, there is, there's Lucky, there is also, some other special persons, which in the course of the program I'll be introducing you, and they'll also be talking. First of all, I think I will start with Jerry. Jerry, how do you see yourself? Are you someone who is always emotional and you're telling people that, hey, I am just emotional, nobody can take it away from me? Or are you a rational person? Or are you a mixture of both? Be honest. Be honest. Be honest. You know, the reason why I'm saying this is the program Talk to Me has to do with you pouring out your mind concerning an issue. So now I want to know your own feelings. Really, are you someone who is rational, or you're someone who is more emotional, or you're a mixture of the two?
I'm a mixture of both. Yeah.
Are you sure you're a mixture of both?
No, I'm a mixture of both. No, I wrote something on my blog, about expressing yourself, and in my blog I said it's express yourself, be like a bird in the air, express yourself, but you also know when not to put your emotions out there. That's when you control yourself, because a bird knows when to fly and when not to fly.
I like that analogy.
That's the case of emotions. You know when to express yourself, and you know when to be rational. Okay, this is the time for me to express myself, and this is the time for me to be rational. It depends on the situation. And like I said, I'm both. And it takes someone very close to actually witness that emotional side of me. Like someone, family, friends, someone close to witness that emotional side of me. But most times I'm rational, just to hide that emotional part of me, because people tend to take emotions for weakness and all that. But rational, I'm a mixture of both, really. I have emotions, I know when to express my emotions, and I know when to be rational.
I don't think I've seen Jerry ever be emotional in a way. Because he's a guy. Many men will tell you that, okay, now I think my rational side is more.
That's what I say. Like, it takes someone very close to know that, okay, this guy has emotion. This guy is emotional. Like, it takes someone very close.
Alright. So
I'm actually comfortable with.
Okay.
To witness that. But if I'm not comfortable with you,
I will show my
if I'm not comfortable with you, I'm thinking about emotion, being emotional. I'm not talking about crying here. I'm not talking about crying here though. But like I said, for me, I need to be comfortable with that person, and when I'm comfortable, I need to know, okay, this kind of person will take advantage of the fact that I'm expressing my emotions and all that. So, because in this century, when you show emotions, people take it as a weak point, and they just attack you from there, and it's why most people don't show their emotions. Everyone has emotions, strong emotions, but they just hide it, in order for people not to take advantage of it, or take it as a weakness. And by them hiding their emotions and all that, they tend to keep a part of them So all themselves, they lock that part of them up. Some of them even get to become cranky, aggressive because they want to express themselves, but they can't because they don't want people to take advantage of it. So that need to be, it's like you want to be free, but you don't want to.
Yeah, I know. Do you know that there are some certain times, Jerry, when now we're talking, and there are some certain times when you just want to open up to someone, you just want to lay everything there, just talk about how you feel. Just sometimes, even we are all grown up, sometimes you just have that mindset of, let me just act like a kid today. I don't know if you've gotten it seriously. Sometimes I'm like that, and I just said, okay, today I just want to act like a baby. It happens like that. But to some extent, there's some. I think I get what Jerry is trying to say. That seriously, when people tend to see too much of your emotional side, they could take advantage of it. It's true. It happens.
That's why I said. Let your emotions be like a bird. You should know when they fly.
Alright.
And when they don't.
They shouldn't fly. Yeah. I think I like that. Alright. Okay, let's listen to Lucky, because Lucky is saying that it is. He was looking at Jerry. Let's hear from me.
My perception about you being emotional, you also being rational, is something I will restrict to the personality, and that personality is gender. For instance, now we guys, the man is believed we have it's supposedly out of platinum, how I call it, platinum, out of steel. And they'll give it to emotion. Come on, you're a man. Come on, answer this right.
Are you serious? Forgetting all this, I know there's a certain times where you really see the emotional side of a man.
It's not that we don't have emotion. Women will have emotion. But strong emotion. Strong one.
I think I'm waiting for the day I will see Jerry's own.
Yeah, but the thing is, we aren't that expressive.
Alright.
In terms of trying to make people understand what we are going through. A man might be going through hell,
but he won't want to tell you, he won't make it look like that.
Okay, I'm a man, and so let me quickly go with Bob Marley. No woman, no cry.
Sorry, I don't know how I want to play that for you right now, because I'm not ready to start crying.
Because it has been assumed that women are naturally very emotional. Can they give it easily to emotion? And guys do give easily to emotion as well. But what I would really need to set this point is that, the expression of excessive emotion, without applying rationality to it, makes you very stupid. Foolish, because you're gonna overreact. At the point once you get too emotional, you're gonna do things you shouldn't have done supposedly. Okay, you get it now. Some guys, they are just like, it gets to the bus stop. Okay, for instance, they want to board a cab or something, and they have this emotional issue at home. Okay, but once they get to the bus stop, instead of them to act rationally, they might be having a family problem or something, but once they get there, they want to pour out their anger, like, what's wrong with you? Like, just the slightest provocation, they react, which is not good. But people around you will just be looking at you, what's wrong with this man? Why are you taking this stuff so personal? It's just something easy, something you should have taken easy. So, looking at it from that perspective, truthfully, everyone is emotional. But the thing is, we need restriction, which is that rationality.
Yes, that rationality, yes. I was listening to a message by Joyce Meyer, and she said that even for women in particular, it's good for a woman to have that rational mindset above her emotions, because it helps at times. Because especially when you look at the side of relationships now, for us women, we tend to want to bring the emotional part before the rational aspect. So you see a whole lot of things going wrong before you start to see. And when it's time for you to think, after you've taken that decision, you sit back and you're like, oh, if I knew, I would have. I think there's a particular time I sort of put my emotions before me being rational. There's a particular thing that happened to me when I was in school, and it was between me and one certain guy. So I sort of put my emotions in a way before my thinking. But in a way later I was like, okay, well. And I sort of did something very, very funny. Yeah, something which I shouldn't have done. And when I told a particular friend of mine, he was like, see what? Because of this person took advantage of your situation because of that. I'm going to this, I'm going to tear him up, I'm going to. I was like, I had to get that other friend of mine, please, don't worry. He said, please, I beg of you in the name of Almighty God. And I was like, because at that time you tend to approve your emotions in front, that was why this person did this to you. And that's the reason why I'm angry and I want to go and meet this guy in particular. So you find out that for us ladies sometimes it happens like that. So I think because due to that particular situation I was able to learn one very serious lesson in life, that as a woman to try to make sure that your emotions don't cloud your judgment. It's important because that's what happens to us.
That's
a whole lot.
Very true.
Yes.
But I think there is one dangerous part talking about emotion about guys. Okay, because at times we cage up so much emotional tussles or struggles deep down us, and at the end of the day, when we are expressing it, we over-express it. It becomes excessive. Like, for instance, now, if a lady, you get it now. If a lady, let's say two guy and a lady are in a relationship, and the guy has been tolerated, okay, a number of things the lady has done. Like, once it gets to a point, okay, it's like this guy, okay, and let's put it this way, this guy has been caging this emotional tussle for a very long time, deep down there. But once it gets to a point, okay, express it with aggression. You know, he wants to bring aggression into it, and that's a situation or times where you find a guy beating up a lady, okay, because he has caged up a lot of emotional struggle, and that has actually affected his psychology so deeply that at a point he has to express it with extreme aggression. Okay, so we could advise guys, you know, to express the emotion, but not in an aggressive way. You could just say it casually, apply rationality to it, and boom, you act reasonably.
Wow. All right. Yes. Our special guest, who we all have been waiting for, is right here with us in the studio. But we're going to take a short break right now, just to cool off a little. So when we come back, we'll be talking. Mrs. Tini Oye will be talking to us right here in the studio. So don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
When you climbed up on that hill, for you saw me with eternal eyes, while I was yet in sin. Redeemer, Savior, friend. Every stride upon your battered back, every thorn that pierced your brow, and every nail drop.
Yes, so you're listening to Radio Global, and this is Talk to Me. Yes, I told you before I went on that break that Pastor Mrs. Tini Oye is right here in the studio, and she's going to be telling us a lot of things about this particular issue. So welcome, ma'am.
Thank you. It's my pleasure.
It's nice to have you.
Listening to us.
Well, it's nice to have you on the program today.
It's my pleasure.
So we're talking about. We're looking at the issue of being emotional or rational. You know, some certain persons will tell you that, for me, that's the way God created me. I'm just too emotional. But some certain people will stand on it and tell you that, no, seriously, you have to be a rational being. So, Ma, what's your take on that?
Definitely. One thing we must realize is like life is about balance. Life is about balance. Every one of us, we are a combination of both. Every one of us, we are a combination of our emotion and, the ability to rationalize, issues. And at different points in time, there are different ways we react or we respond to situations and circumstances. So what I'm saying is, at this point, definitely there are some people who tend towards being emotional more. There are some who are more rational. And let me pick it from sex. Women tend to be more emotional and men tend to be more logical and rational. Men, you have the feeling. I believe is a makeup of the woman. And one thing we must realize, and that's what I was talking about, balance. Every one of us were combinations of strength and weaknesses, and it's a balance of this. And there's something that has really amazed me about life, is the fact that even your strength, if it's not properly managed, it can become a weakness. For instance, somebody is bored. Wow, just imagine, this person is bored, this guy is bored, this lady is bored. There are certain times that you must learn how to step down. So if you're bored when you ought not to be, it becomes a weakness. So when we're talking about being irrational, being emotional, every one of us, God created us with emotion, and at a certain point in time also, God gave us that ability to think. At times, when you're talking about being logical, being rational, is that you are able to think, you're able to analyze, the way things should be, the way it should not be, you think through. And definitely we need our emotion too. We need our emotion. If you're going to have a healthy relationship, with people, even with yourself, you need your emotion. God put it there. It's not something that is negative per se, but it's the way you use it. It's the way you use it. And let me come to this. And I was just thinking that when you're talking about being emotional, there are some people that could be emotional. When we're talking about emotions, talking about being moved by your feelings. There's like somebody is ruled by how you feel about, different issues, the way you feel about it. But somebody might sit down, like just think it through. You're able to think more than being immediately being captured by the way you feel about certain things. But I was just thinking about one of the things that actually affect our emotions. Number one is our makeup. The way, and this can come from maybe your temperament. You understand? Your temperament. First of all, I was talking about sex. Women tend to be more emotional, but on the other side, you can get some babes outside there also that
are tough.
They are so hard. They are tough. You understand? You can, and you can get some of them in the choleric temperament.
Oh God!
When they pursue a cause, they get to the top. They don't care whose cause is God. They step on toes. That's why you call them Mama Thatcher. They just go for it. They just go for it. One sense that there are some women, but no matter how much, you see, women tend to be more emotional. I believe God made it so, and we should appreciate it. But the only thing you must be able to balance it. You must know how to really, manage your emotion at different points in time. Then I've talked about sex. Number two, I've talked about our temperament. Some temperament could be so emotional, especially the melancholy.
Oh God.
Because they are so considerate, because of their perfectionist nature, they want to please everybody. So when they thought, the phlegmatic are those kind of people that they don't want problem. They just want easy life. They try to avoid, so they get steered up when it's got things are not working. They tend to vacillate in life. They pull back. You understand? So let me just talk about that. Then I discover also that our experiences affect our emotion. For instance, if you have an armed robbery attack experience, when you hear it's like that's an emotion. Fear is an emotion. And other people are looking at, excuse me, what's wrong? How are they conscious? Because this person has had experience. So you see, at times you see someone have had broken heart, broken relationship, they're on the edge. So when they get into another relationship where they have not really dealt with it, they try to, they are ready. Their emotion is on the guard. They are just ready to give it to you. Is it anger? Is it anger? It could be hatred. It could be whatever, depending on the circumstances. So our experiences in life, our makeup, our experience, then definitely also, I think also our training. You understand? At times our training, our training, the knowledge you're able to acquire, can affect your emotion. Definitely. Okay, let me give you this illustration about a woman whose son started, the son just came to her and said, "Oh, I've been wearing blood." And the mother said, "My God, what is it?" So there's fear. That's an emotion. That's fear. So immediately she started thinking, "Oh God, is it syphilis? Is it gonorrhea?" The head was raking. She was afraid. She was already jittery. She was already crying. I can't name, but is this a school toilet and things like that? But just getting to a medical doctor, the doctor just laughed. And the doctor said, "This boy is not drinking water." And everybody just say, "Wow, it is true. This boy will go to school with water that he does not." Actually, definitely there are bacteria that come into every one of us, but when you drink water flushes it away. It's not drinking so much water, so the thing has gotten piled on. And immediately, not even with so much of medication, with a lot of water, stop.
Wow, I think I'll take one of these, which was sent to us by David Okashomo, and he just we were talking about, he said that he would like to be a mixture of both, and he said that you cannot be rational. You cannot be rational about everything. Yes, 100%.
And it can't be all emotional.
Okay. He also told us that rationality is based on your knowledge, but emotions are based on your feelings now. So I think it sort of relates to what you just gave us right now. So that's why.
Different things affect emotion. There are certain things in life. There are some people that by their makeup, let me tell you something, they could be emotional, but by reason of exposure, training, they develop themselves, they work on themselves, and they work on it. They don't tend to be so much of emotion. Now, every one of us should have emotion. God puts it there. There are certain things when you're talking about anger. Anger can be negative, anger can be positive. But if you're going to succeed in life, there are certain things you must be angry with. There are some people, some passion even determines your anger. At times I've seen some people that when they see sick people, they are angry. When they see people being, when they see injustice, they are just angry. So that can talk. That's a positive anger. You get, but now determined on how you handle it, how you express it. I had, my brother talking about, somebody who has bottled up emotion over time, then you just explode. Every one of us, we are. You have the capacity. That's maturity, and I've always said that maturity is not a function of age. It's a function of responsibility. It's a function of sacrifice you're able to make. So you can see somebody who is young in age but is more mature. Yes. But you can see somebody that's why they say full at 40. He's old. He has everything. Yes, but cannot handle issues. Every small thing he blows up. Every small thing begins to cry. And you can see somebody can stand there and really. Okay, let me say this funny story. Okay. Alright. There was this story of I don't know if you have come across that story. There was this man who was a warrior, especially in African setting. The warrior was, gone into war to so many villages, so many other towns, and conquered, fought, conquered town, conquered villages, conquered lands. And he was actually a powerful warrior. And but there was a particular day that he was not really ready for war. He was at home just relaxing with his wife and his children, but the enemy was strategizing. And that's one word for you. You are a powerful person. Just know that the enemy is not asleep. So don't just relax all the way. So this day, his enemy just came against him, unprepared for. It was just war. is that he prepared, he strategized the day that he was not ready, no amulets, no thing, or all those things that he would use to, prevent himself, to shield himself. That's why shield and everything. No, there was nothing like that. He was just there. And they came against him and he started shivering. That's what I thought, that he was a man of war when he was afraid. There's this idea, he said, anybody that see fear will fear. When he saw weapons against him, when he saw men, in their hundreds against only him, and they began to taunt him. And he was like, oh, look up, look down, today is your hand. You've done it, you've been killing so many people, you've conquered, but today we are finishing you. We are. And this man started shaking in fear. He's like, wow, what is this? So he's going to head like this. But from somewhere, the wife came out. And immediately the wife came out. The man was trying to give a signal to the wife. He said, come on, go inside. Don't touch my family. Don't tell us. Forget that. But the wife just came out and looked at the husband straight in the eye. The man was shaking, trying to take care of the children, escape. And the man looked at the husband and started chanting, my husband, a man of war, a great man.
Oh my God!
Remember how you fought to land. Remember how you conquered. That's the secret of your power. Wow. That's the secret of your ability. Wow. That's what gave you power to conquer. Come on, shake. Shake, my dear. Oh, sweetheart, shake. I'm trying to say, oh, come on, what's wrong with this thing? Are you crazy? Are you okay? Come on, please. And the babe look up and said, my husband, shake the ball. That's the secret of your power. That was how you shook the other time. And the ground opened, swallowed 500 people. That was how you shook in Soso land. And the ground opened, swallowed. And the wall was shaking. Then the enemy began to tell us, I said, James, what is it? I shook and the ground shook. Can't you see the vibration? Yes, it was shaking. He shook and 1,000 were swallowed. How many of you? Excuse me. I won't read. So that was James, he was standing, he let him be shaking. And let him this man is very powerful. What guy? So everybody danced one after the other.
Wow.
And after they left, the man was still shaking. The guy said, come on, darling, stop shaking. And he said, how did you do it? He said, nothing now, I just tried. And sometimes that things come, but it's ability to manage situations, circumstances, ability to manage our emotions when they come. That was a powerful man. But at the point in time, he needed somebody who could stand for him. He couldn't manage it. But thank God he has somebody who could, just pick up strength and wisdom at that particular time. So what we are saying basically is that we should be able to manage our emotion. We should be able to manage. It's just the way we feel. Because one thing is that feelings are not permanent, and at times feelings are not always right. They could be right. I get what I'm saying. There's sometimes you feel somehow about something, but it's not the truth. It's not the truth. Your feeling might be wrong, but at sometimes you have perception, just have you met some people, like in my church last week or 2 weeks ago, we did what we call a bridal shower for 2 ladies who are going to get married. And one of the things we do is just like we put them in hot seat. We bring some of their friends to talk. People that know that, what are the good parts about them, actually they should work on and help them in their marriage. And what is the negative part that we should avoid. And interestingly, there was a part that everybody was just saying the first impression I have about you, the first time I met you, that you were a snob. Was saying that but she's not. She's not. She's not. But that was just, I was trying to laugh at you, but she's a until I got closer. You're a very caring person, I just use that as an illustration. There are times our feelings about people, about situations, circumstances might not actually be right. But definitely we need our feelings at times. We pick signals, we pick information through our
Wow, seriously. Well, keep the messages coming, please. I've gotten some, but I'm just going to call out the number. So if you would like to call, the number to call is 01-295-1843. I'll say that again, 01-295-1843. And this next one is coming from Ego Carlo, and she said that is a lady talking now, and she says that as a woman you're usually emotional. That's talking about the soft part of you as a woman. But as a woman, you should be rational at all times, especially in your decision, because she believes that that's what's one thing that really affects women.
Yes, and actually at times when I have opportunity to speak, at times I tell ladies to stand up. I say, come, I want to talk to you. Just to care. Some of you are silly. And they look at it, what's this one I'm talking about? I say, I might be harsh on you, but I just want you to get your brain up. You understand? Because one guy just came and they say, you're the sugar in my tea. I'm going to spoil, and your head is raking. Actually, naturally, there are two things that stirs up a woman's session. My word, where are we going now? I'm not going to. Two things that stirs up a woman sexually. Number one, words and feeling and touch.
Alright.
Keep talking positive. It stirs up him. It might not easily get a man.
Words, no.
Definitely words affect every one of us, but more women. Words. You know, when you speak to her, it stirs out. When you speak against her, it affects her. You know, I don't know if you have many people listening to us. But in case you have many people listening to us outside, that's why some guys wonder that they want to have sexual intimacy with their wives. And what's wrong with you? And every time you are just saying headache, blah blah. But majority don't realize that it's not about that thing to a woman. The woman you spoke to in the morning that you said that you are brainless. As you, she's gone. She's thinking she is good measure price down shopping to. Able to think about hungriness, my God. And I helped him when he was in crisis.
You have money right here.
And there's a way to live is in a vernacular. There's a way you can say that word that can really be hurting. You know. So she's still thinking, but the man just said it. He didn't mean it. I get what I'm saying. He didn't mean it. You know, he just said out just in the height of anger. And he came back in the evening. Just said that one is money. Excuse me, sir. That's a mistake. Then you not came in and not carry your leg. You say, where are you going? To where? You and who? Headache. Where is paining you? My head, my shoulder, my knee, my toes.
Are you sure we started?
And he's wondering. You understand what I'm saying? No, what I'm saying is just that words stirs up a woman. Words affect women, you know, and touch and things like. When in the heat, when somebody begin to flatter you, let your head be correct. Excuse me. No, think and think. A lot of ladies are there suffering because they feel that, I don't want him to go. If he go, I don't want to hurt him. If I hurt him, he might leave me. Excuse me, what's your problem? It's a mindset. So women, you have some people into a relationship that is not actually helpful, but they are suffering. But because they're emotional, I just love you. And people say love is blind. I tell them marriage will open your eyes.
Wow. Well, something Olasho is saying that for him he would rather be rational because it's best to weigh both sides of a particular thing. Because a whole lot of us would just say, this one is like this, okay, let me just take it because of this reason. But he said it's best to look at both things first before you take your decision.
It's true, you should. That's what we're talking about. At times you still need your feelings. At times when we're taking decision without consideration, without having feeling, that's why you see some people that are very aggressive. They are go-getter, they can do things, they step on toes, they're hot people. For instance, when I want to consider something, like for instance, okay, let me say this. If I want to pass a piece of information across, okay, it's just like, have you had statement like, permit me, my head is running and I'm conscious of time, trying to say a lot of things at the same time. Have you had people say, let's speak the truth and let the devil be ashamed? You just like say it as it is. That okay, like popular one is that call a spade a spade and not an agricultural implement. Just say it. Just say it as it is. Is it true? It's true. But at times No, or there's this one that says that say the truth and let the devil be ashamed. Speak the truth and let the devil be ashamed. And I keep on telling them the Bible doesn't say that. The Bible says speaking the truth in love. That even when you want to pass across the truth to somebody, there's a way you can carry it that will not destroy that person. I get what I'm saying. So what I'm saying is that in the case of somebody says, let's be rational. Somebody is wrong. Let's tell him, you are wrong. But there's a way you can tell that person you are wrong that you make him feel so worthless. You can make him feel as if he's never done any good thing in his life. Like we're talking about in some of our episode, I was trying to talk about a particular, a guy was asking a question, and I taught people a sandwich communication. To communicate to somebody about a negative thing, you look for the positive in that person. It's not psyching, it's just making up a bed. So that by the time you bring the negative, it seems, it knows that you are not trying to destroy me, you want to help me, and you round it off, you can do it. You've got all it takes. So that's what I mean. So it's good to be rational, but at the same time, you just like, you don't just break people's hearts, you don't wound people, you don't hurt people in handling issues. That's why we need both. When you want to say something, tell yourself, this thing that I want to say, if somebody talks to me like this, will I like it? There's a way you can even talk to your child, it can become so hardened. Yes. A lot of young guys, young ladies outside that become hardened just because somebody is trying to tell them the truth. When else say, no, maybe somebody is not properly dressed. You just look at that person and say, see what is this? Say it as it is. Abby? Yeah. Say it as it is. I did something for a young lady, a young girl. She's a teenager in my neighborhood sometime, maybe a couple of years ago. She just came from boarding house, and when the lady's in the prime of just and she's a very fierce skin, beautiful babe, like in her 40s. And this day she was wearing a very short, like bomb short, but very short. Yes, bomb short, very short, and with this straight leg. So everybody's admiring her, innocent young girl. And she was just going out to the gate. I was sitting in front of her apartment, and she was going, to okay, I think it was a skirt, but very, very short, like bomb short. That was the size, And the mom wasn't at home, and she was going out to get something at the gate. So I just say, wow, baby. I said, Nancy, come here. She said, I said, wow. Then I started telling her, you're such a beautiful baby. Even me that I'm a woman, I see your leg and everything. And I said, Nancy, and I said, what's your future? What do you want to become? This thing is too precious for someone. You know what? I didn't even finish speaking. She now ran upstairs. And she went to chill. She now wore another skirt. Okay. So when she now went to buy what she was buying, she was not coming. And I said, come here, girl. And I said, come and see now. And I was now trying to lift up the skirt. But if you see the way she was now, what do you think? She laughed and she changed. But it wasn't to hurt her. Are you getting what I'm saying? So at times, in the process of saying, let's just deal with issue. So when you're being rational, you should be rational, but at the same time, that's why you consider a lot of things. That's why you need a balance of both. I decided to give some of those, illustrations. I feel they could be able to help us.
Alright, you've been listening to Talk to Me right here on RadioGlobal. Well, this is Tini Oye. Yes, she has told us a whole lot. She has given us examples and so many things that we can relate with. But if you still want to call us, you can call the number 012951843. So keep the messages coming, and we'll keep reading them out. We're going to take a short break before we round off the program. Stick around.
They said you wouldn't make it so far, and ever since they said it, it's been hard. But never mind the night you had to cry, 'cause you had never let it go inside. You worked real hard and you know exactly what you want and need. So believe, and you can never give up. You can reach your goals. Just talk to your soul and say, I can. My dreams are real. Oh yeah. That's
Yes, that was the music of Yolanda Adams, and she's saying, yes, I do believe. Yeah, we believe right here that you can be the best in whatever it is that you set out to do. So whether it is that you want to mix both, please do. A little bit of both will help a whole lot. So your final words concerning this? I know that everybody's waiting to hear your last words.
What shall I say? It's just to tell you that appreciate yourself. Appreciate what God has given unto you. Appreciate your rational part. Appreciate your emotional part, and learn to work on your emotion. When you become too emotional, you'll be taken for granted. You know. And when you become too rational, you tend to take others for granted.
Wow. This is a coin.
When you become too rational, you know, you might not intend to do that, but you take people. That's why you say marriage is husband takes wife for granted. Wives take husbands for granted because they don't. That feeling aspect, feel the way this person feel. There's some husband you see their wife sick at home, they just say,
they know it's an eyebrow at all.
I even say that take drug now. You know, but for somebody to just say, how do you feel? Just a touch like this, it can even
magic touch.
And also vice versa, it could be for a man also, you know. So that's my word.
Alright.
Combine the both. Don't be too emotional, don't be too rational. Find the balance and just be your best and make the world a better place. God bless you.
Yes, wonderful. Man, yes, you too. Everybody, I hope, you've heard it all from Pastor Mrs. Tini Oye talking about what we should do or we should not do concerning being emotional and being rational. Well, this is where we draw the program to a close right here. Till we come here same time, same place. Thank you very much, Ma, for being a part of the program today. To all of you out there who listen, thank you so much. So till we come here same time next week, make sure that you keep sending your messages concerning this particular topic, questions which you want her to answer, and we sure will give you answers to those questions. So from us right here, it is have a beautiful day.